Hello everybody, I'm your host, Sosaia, and this is episode 9 of the Mix Wash Podcast. Alright. Well, that's the new Mix Wash intro song. That is Clouds by Joakim Karud. Hopefully his name is Joakim and not Joakim, and I'm mispronouncing his name. One, his music's great. Also, hey, just assumed his gender, their gender. I'm gonna assume it's a guy because I'm pretty sure he identifies as a guy. Trying to stay PC here. That's the new intro song. Hope everybody enjoys it. I did get copyright called on Sorry I Like You by people who don't own Sorry I Like You, so that's great. Good luck to Burbank for, trying to get his music back from Indians. That's terrible. I need to restart this recording. This is just bad. Anyways, we got one hell of an episode. There's a lot of good news in regards to the podcast, and we are going to have a ton of fun. First piece of good news, the podcast is officially hosted on Buzzsprout permanently, which means, yes, I'm paying $12 a month to keep this podcast on Spotify. Now, are we on Apple Podcasts yet? No. Hopefully, they'll put us on there soon, because I know some of my listeners really want to listen to it on Apple Podcasts, which my response is, hey, just download Spotify. You don't need Spotify Premium in order to listen to my podcast, so it's free. Piece number 3. Next episode will be a guest episode. The first guest episode, if you don't count the first 3 episodes where I did have a co-host. The plan is we're going to put out 5 episodes a month, 30 minutes an episode, 30 minutes a solo episode, and then when I do have guests, we're going to try to make those longer, an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. The regulation or the rule on the payment plan I have with Buzzsprout is that I can upload 3 hours worth of content every month, renewing on the 26th. Now, it is the 30th, and I just paid for the thing. So, you're going to get a lot of content coming out soon. Now, is there a ton of content in this episode? Yes, because I've been saving up so much for the past however many weeks it's been since the last episode. According to you guys, the last episode was wonderful, and we're going to try to keep that trend going. We do have the water bottle back. We did bring the water bottle back. Also, if I did everything correctly, this should sound significantly better than before. I've been trying to learn how to master these things. I'm actually using the trial version of FL Studio to master this episode. Also notice that the music isn't played by a speaker into the phone. It is on the audio file, which is great. Which, yes, we're still recording this on a 2016 iPhone SE. Shout out to Grayson. By the way, I think it goes without saying, we need to thank him every episode. Grayson does half of the work when it comes to this podcast. I send him a stupid random picture, and he sends me back a high-quality content thumbnail. So thank you to Grayson Corey. He's dope. All right, what's up first? Let's talk about some things that are really. We got some decisions here. Okay, I don't have a TikTok. Everybody who knows me knows I don't have a TikTok. Now, am I 17? Yes. Do I? Should I probably have a TikTok? No. Why don't I have a TikTok? Because I don't need it. Don't need it. I don't need it. I don't want to waste hours on hours scrolling through TikTok. I feel like I already see enough TikToks on Instagram in order to make up for the fact that I don't have the app. And I saw one, and okay, so it's like 2 really buff guys walk in through a door, and the caption is, "What are you doing if we break into your house?" Hey, calling the police. It would have actually been better if you had just posted a video of you guys working out. I think that's cooler. You know, don't want to think about people breaking into my house. Also, what's the appeal there? How is my imagination of you breaking into my house, Mr. Buff Guys, going to... What do you get out of this, sir? I'm sorry. Why this caption? Just, huh? What else don't I do? Oh, I don't party. And I honestly don't think I'm missing out, because all you guys post that, like, y'all go to some parties and you party hard, and then the morning right after, everybody's just like, I want to die. Why'd you do it in the first place? You know what? Actually, I will put this out here. I feel like I don't party in terms of, like, drinking and participating in other substance abusive acts, which, got a story to tell you guys about substance abuse, which y'all are gonna love the hell out of, but we gotta jam pack this into 30 minutes, and this is gonna be one hell of an episode. So, I party as in terms of I invite people over, we eat food, and we have fun. That's a party. I do not party as in terms of I invite 75 people over to my house, I only know 10 of them, and there's drugs and bad decisions being made everywhere. There's a difference. I don't think I'm missing out either. I think, if anything, if you want to party, come to me, because we could eat some food. And you know what's better than cocaine? Tacos. That's not even a joke. I don't even think I'm wrong there. Even to people who do cocaine. If you do cocaine, hit me up. You could be on the show. And then we can talk about which one's better. I guarantee you I'll win every time. Not only, like, mentally, but, like, logistically speaking. Tacos don't make you, all cocaine-y. Unless you have a really weird problem with tacos. I mean, you can get addicted to anything. I saw, is it Animal Planet? Who has the freaking, is it National Geographic? Who has the dog whisperer guy? Which, by the way, lamest name ever. Lamest. Okay, so I guess he has a new show coming out, and it's called Better Human, Better Dog, and they call him the leader of the pack. Dude, how... Okay, he's a cool dude. I remember as a kid, like, watching the dog whisperer, and he just, like, straight up looks at your dog, and your dog just surrenders. It's crazy. So, is he the leader of the pack? Yes. Is Better Human, Better Dog the worst name for a show ever? Is The Dog Whisperer the worst title to have on television? Yes. Is he still a cool dude, though? Yeah. Do I still think it's kind of lame that we have a guy who, like, comes in and looks at your chihuahua and your chihuahua chills out? Now, am I underestimating how much work he actually does? Yes. But is that basically what happens? Also, yes. Is this also a comedy podcast? So if you're getting offended, you're dumb, because these are jokes. Yes. I had a basketball tournament recently, and after we had won 3 games, one of my teammates goes, "Man, this dub feels real nice. I'm going to sleep really good tonight." I was like, "You're telling me that victory leads to good sleep?" He goes, "Hell yeah, dude. Winning is just like getting some cooter, bro. You get some good cooter, you go right to sleep." And I was like, what? Excuse me? That's probably true. That's just really funny. I could not stop laughing at that for the next 10 days. And it's only day 5, but I can guarantee you I will be laughing about good cooter equaling good sleeping. I mean, he even went further. He was like, yeah, like, if it's good, then you, like, cuddle and stuff, like, you'll stay there. But if it's bad, you'll text your mom, be like, "Hey, Mom, can you tell me that you need me right now? Can you call me?" Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible, bro. That's terrible. But it's also absolutely hilarious. Snapchat is just so... okay, I don't think Snapchat is the problem. Honestly, let's be honest here. I think it's just teenagers, which I'm a part of the group, so I could be equally as annoying as these people. But hey, you're listening to my podcast, so that's your fault. But okay, I legitimately saw these two things right next to each other, right? Okay. So, unnamed person posts Snap and it says, "I need more friends." And then the next snap is it's like a screenshot of a meme and it says, "I only care about weed and like four people." Hey, buddy, why would I want to be yeah, okay, just making sure that that's English. Why would I want to be friends with the guy who doesn't care about anything but weed and like four people? Which, by the way, lets me know how caring you are, because you definitely know more than four people. There's a lot of mixed signals here. Mixed signals like Hotels.com commercials. Have you guys seen the Hotels.com commercials recently? These things are, it's actually hilarious because it's got the guy. What is it, like Captain Obvious? Isn't that his like whole thing? Or am I getting like two different? No, because Trivago is just like the Antonio Banderas level sexy Spanish guy trying to do Hotel Trivago stuff, but Hotels.com is the Captain Obvious guy. He's like in a chair chained up, and some lady, oh, he's not in a chair chained up, so it's like some guy chained up in a chair getting interrogated by his wife, and then his wife is trying to find deals to hotels, and then it's Captain Obvious. Hey, I thought I was watching a movie. I thought I was watching Karen, which, by the way, I have to see that movie, and I really hope it is as accurate as it can be. Now, are they probably going to overdo it? Yes. Is that probably the point of the movie? Yes. Are people still going to get offended? Yes. I think Fox News is already on it. Let's be honest here. If there's a thing that criticizes white culture, Fox News is all over it already. Jeez. Did I just call out? Yeah. You know what? In fact, I hope I end up on Fox News for criticizing Fox News so that I get publicity off of it. If anything, somebody email this episode to Tucker Carlson. The freaking guy looks like a baby, and he's like, how old is that guy? Let's find out. How old is Tucker Carlson? Oh, I'm about to burn my eyes looking at this beast of a human. Oh, jeez. Why does he look like that? He's 52? Oh, he's definitely got that color for men. Oh, yeah, he definitely looks 52. Oh, speaking of Tucker Carlson and Fox News. Hey, everybody. Listen to me right now. Simone Biles is awesome. Regardless of whether or not she wants to compete in the Olympics. She owes you no action and no time, and that's it. As an American, Simone Biles, another American, does not owe me anything. She's already the best at what she does. And I would put my money on her outscoring Suni Lee for the gold. We would have gone gold, silver. Who cares? Who cares? If you think Simone Biles is a coward for not competing in the Olympics, I want you to go do it. And then outscore Simone Biles. Do it. Nope, can't. Haha, you can't. Because guess what? Because you suck. You know what else sucks? The name Gerald. What? Pick a name. Is it Gary? Is it Gerald? Is it... Who the hell came up with the name Gerald? That name is terrible. Gerald? More like garbage. We've talked about snap scores previously on the Mixed Wash podcast, and I still think that whole thing is kind of problematic, but it makes sense. Like we acknowledged before, snap scores encourage people to use Snapchat more often, which ends up netting Snapchat more revenue. In fact, who owns Snapchat? Are they owned by Google yet? Or is Snapchat still their own thing? Let's see. I think they're still their own thing. I don't think they're owned by anybody. Really? Huh. Yeah, Snap Inc. Social media company. They're not owned by Instagram or anybody yet. Which, when I say yet, you never know what's going to happen with stuff like this. You remember when Instagram and Facebook were two different things? And now I can message people on Messenger through Instagram without even having to have the app? Oh, buddy, no wonder he sucks. Tucker Carlson's full name is Tucker Swanson McNear Carlson. Swanson McNear. McNear? McNear? Bro, if your name is McNear, you gotta get the McHell out of here, okay? Oh, this is great. Oh, just look at his face. Oh, buddy. Now, is it wrong of me to judge a man by his face? Yes. Now, is everything Tucker Carlson says on Fox News atrocious and usually offending an entire race of people, if not more races of people than just one? Yes. So, am I going to point my moral compass in the direction of talking trash about Tucker Carlson on my podcast? Yes. And if you don't like it, what you doing listening? What else do we got today? Oh, here's the story. Okay, so let's just do it this way. An unnamed person I know, she's 12 years old. Her mother is an alcoholic. Whilst living with her mother allows her to develop a drinking and weed problem, which I'm not as concerned about the weed as I am the alcohol, but she is also under the age of 25 when her brain would stop developing, and that's very detrimental to her health. You know, at least wait until your brain is done developing so that you don't stunt the growth and cause problems. Other than that, I'm completely for the legalization of marijuana. Okay. Her mother lets her develop a drinking and marijuana problem. Weed problem. Whatever you want to call it. You know what? Okay. Then her mother checks herself into rehab because she wants to stop drinking. So she leaves the 12-year-old daughter with her grandmother. So we got generation 1, 12-year-old. We got her mom, who's an alcoholic. And then we have that mom's mom. So that's the grandmother. So she stays with the grandmother. The grandmother, 3 days later, calls the father, which obviously there's separation here because two separate households, obviously, okay? 3 days later and says, hey, I haven't heard from your daughter in a while. And he goes, how long is a while? While is 3 days. Hey, if I lost a 12-year-old for 20 minutes, I'm calling her parents. Okay, not even that much. If I see the 12-year-old, I go use the bathroom, I come out of the bathroom. We're talking about 60-second bathroom break. I search the entire house, no 12-year-old, call in all of the authorities. Gotta find this 12-year-old. She waited 72 hours. Hey, she's dead. Luckily, she's not dead. Luckily, the grandmother and mother live not that far apart, only like 3 doors between apartments. So the father says, what are you doing? Just go look in the apartment. She's probably in there because she doesn't want to be around you. You know, because the grandmother was threatening to call the police. Well, not threatening, but say that she was going to call the police. Her father, being a smart man, was like, no, because that'll get her in more trouble. Let's handle this alone. Go see if she's in that apartment. Grandmother goes to the apartment, finds 12-year-old and 18-year-old boy. Okay, I'll explain that part in a little bit. The father speaking to his mother and ex-mother-in-law, whatever, I mean, what do you even call that? My ex-mother-in-law? Is that correct? If they're divorced or separated? His estranged mother-in-law tells her directly, don't call the police. She goes in there, sees her 12-year-old, and then calls the police. Hey, so many bad decisions in a row here. We're just knocking it. We're batting 100 on bad decisions right now. We are batting bad. And I guess the actual proper term would be batting 1,000. Okay, we're batting 1,000. Baseball. We're batting 1,000 on bad decisions here. Okay, and then, okay, and then she calls the police. The police come in and are like, "Oh my God, there's a bunch of minors consuming alcohol and marijuana. This is all illegal. We're going to arrest the 18-year-old and then take the 12-year-old." And then the 12-year-old says, "I'm going to kill myself if you arrest him." And obviously, hey, buddy, bad decision number 75 here. Now they take her, put her in the mental hospital, take the boy, he's on the sex offender list. The mother and grandmother are both getting charged with child neglect and a bunch of other stuff. Probably, hopefully. Now, another thing. Where did we find and where did we get this darn 18-year-old? The 18-year-old, turns out, had actually been friends with the 12-year-old since elementary school, which is why they'd known each other. They also live in a very small town. They'd known each other since they were younger. Which also, hey, if you're an 18-year-old, don't do anything. Don't even, if you're an 18-year-old, if you're a multiple 18-year-olds, why would you hang out with the 12-year-old, bruh? What? Come on, bruh. What? Excuse me? Dude, what do you want to do? Chew bubblegum and watch freaking, like, Minecraft videos? She's 12, bro. Come on, that's 6 years and you're low-key a pedophile? Terrible. That's terrible. Charles Barkley, that's terrible. Jeez, man. Come on! That's disgusting. Also, of all the 12-year-olds, I know this 12-year-old personally because we're low-key related. This isn't the best-looking 12-year-old. Now, am I saying that 12-year-olds look good? No. But, Mr. 18-year-old who's into 12-year-olds, if you're gonna pick a 12-year-old, at least find the Megan Fox of 12-year-olds. Maybe not Megan Fox, her thumbs are ugly. You know, I really like these recurring things on this podcast. Well, what do we talk about here? We talk about water, which I haven't drinking water in a second here. We talk about water, we talk about bad decisions, and we talk about Snapchat, and then we talk about Megan Fox's thumbs. I really hope Megan Fox never hears this because, Lord, she is so beautiful. Also not religious. I actually read the book of Revelation out of the Bible recently. Oh, buddy, not gonna get into it, but if you want me to talk about the book of Revelation, text me and we can talk about the apocalyptic end to the world that is supposed to happen according to La Bible. We're coming up on the end of this episode, so I'm gonna try to wrap it up. Also, speaking of responding, please comment on these videos. And if you're a Spotify listener, email us at mixwashpod. That's podcast without the cast. Mixwashpod, all lowercase, one word, all together. Email me or us. I mean, technically, Grayson also has access to it. And we'd like to talk about whatever you guys would like to talk about. I'd love to talk about new, interesting things. I mean, we just talked about a crazy situation going on. And nope, I'm actually not going to say that phrase because I think it could get me knocked off of YouTube. Yeah, just so many bad decisions all in a row. But yes, so also, if you're watching YouTube or listening on YouTube, please do not be afraid to comment. I would actually prefer if you commented. It's very easy to respond. It's very easy to see what you guys are saying. I could actually pull up the comments while I record these episodes and then do it as I do it. You know, I could read your guys' stuff in real time and respond in real time. That would be awesome. Like, maybe I could save the last 5 minutes of every episode just for stuff that you guys send me and you guys ask. And as it goes, as it grows, am I probably not going to get to everybody's? Yes, but right now my listeners have a very large amount of control over what happens here. If you guys want to hear me talk about a certain thing, just tell me to, and it'll happen. Okay, here's the last thing. This is what we're going to talk about. They Don't Care About Us. I believe that's the name of the song. They Don't Care About Us by Michael Jackson. Wow. I looked up They Don't Care About Us, and it pulled up They Don't Know About Us by One Direction. Let's go. Okay, Michael Jackson makes a song. Okay, let's completely... Wow, we've got a lot of child stuff all in this episode, I guess. 18-year-olds and 12-year-olds and Michael Jackson. Wow, this is... What an episode. Don't even know what I'm going to title this. Can't make it anything bad. Still going to post this publicly. Wow, I'm going to get canceled. Michael Jackson releases the song They Don't Care About Us, which is... Can I pull up the lyrics, please? They Don't Care About Us lyrics. Let's go. Is a song about racism and the wrongs done to the black community and minorities in general. But Michael Jackson is already white in this song. Michael Jackson waited until he was white to make a song about being black. Now, is that absolutely the most ironic and hilarious thing ever? Yes. Does it make the song any worse? It just makes it really funny. It's just really, really funny. Jeez. Oh, Michael, why'd you have to use that word? Oh, well, I guess that's actually better said. I'm tired of being the victim of hate. You're raping me of my pride. Hey! I guess raping is the correct word because that happened a lot. But didn't have to put that in the song. Just saying. Also not the most powerful song when it comes to this thing. Speaking of powerful songs, Shelter by Vic Mensa, Chance the Rapper, and Wyclef Jean came out recently. Go listen to it. It's amazing. And with that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed episode 9 of the Mix Wash podcast. We've got 2 more minutes. Okay, what else can I talk about? I've jam-packed a lot into this episode. We talked about a whole bunch of stuff. And with that being said, we're going to wrap it up here. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. I want to thank everybody, especially individually. I know a lot of you. There might only be 2 or 3 people now that I don't actually know in real life that listen to this podcast. Is that awesome? Yes, that's super awesome. Please DM us on the Mix Wash Podcast Instagram, which, by the way, you can find us on Instagram at Mix Wash Podcast. I'll leave that on the YouTube channel. I'll try to somehow put that on Spotify. I don't know how that works, but I hope everybody has a wonderful night. Thank you for listening. Peace out.